I I wanted to ask you about retention benchmarks. This is something that when we talk to our customers and prospects and stuff, we see this a lot of confusion around that because people are often like, I don't know what the right NDR benchmark is for my business, which is understandable because it is quite different for different businesses. I don't know if you have thoughts on like how to even navigate that maze of like, well, how should I think about my NDR?
Well, I guess the first thing I'd think about is like put NDR in context with other metrics, right? So if your CAC payback is really low, maybe because you have a self-service motion, product-led growth motion, or maybe you're selling to an SMB with like a one-call close type of sales cycle, uh, that faster CAC payback kind of gives you permission to have a lower NDR, or like they kind of go hand in hand. If your CAC payback is very high, you really need to prove, like there's a lot of pressure to prove that you're keeping your customers and you're expanding them. And that's the only way to really believe that you'll eventually pay off that, 18 months, 24 months of CAC payback. And so really think about the characteristics of your customer acquisition alongside your retention rate. That said, I do think that, for me, NDR, net dollar retention rates, are so predictive of the long-term health of a business. A lot of folks focus on growth in terms of sales and marketing, but long-term growth comes from retaining and expanding customers just as much as acquiring new customers. And the better you are at retaining and expanding folks, the more money you can put into acquiring customers, so you can just build a healthy business. And so I look at, for public companies these days, we used to think of it as 100% net dollar retention was solid, right? But now companies are showing 120% plus. Snowflake, I think in their last earnings, had 178%. And so the possibility of kind of what's out there from a net dollar retention, and then therefore the expectations are going up. And 120% or higher might be unrealistic for your business, but challenge yourself to really think about what's your plan for getting close to that. And does pricing align with it? Does your resourcing kind of post-sale align with it? Does your product strategy align with being able to expand customers? Because that might be not consequential for whether you're going to hit your number next quarter, but it's going to be really consequential for if you hit your number, a year from now or 2 years from now.